Graphics Works here, and I am back with another episode of Robot Daycare. And guess what? This is on a brand new computer that I got for Christmas. It's a Dell G15. It was like $750. It was on discount. It was a better deal than what I could have gotten from Walmart. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm still waiting on some RAM to come in because it only came in with 8 gigs of RAM, and I want to just give it a little bit more juice so I can play MC Eternal with this. But for right now, I'm going to be testing it out with us continuing on Robot Daycare. So when we last left off, we got our 3 college kids back together, being all friends as far as I'm aware. And they're going and buying clothes in the kids section for our little Nano. Alright, this is where I usually buy my clothes, but I think they have a kids section. Oh. Maybe Elle will find something that fits him here. That was uncalled for. So I think the most important thing we need is a pair of pants. Those robot joints are a dead giveaway. Really? Knees are the first thing you think of? Not say his eyes that glow in the dark. Okay, now let's put sunglasses on our list. What about shoes or a jacket? You got it? And let's not forget what we came here for. A proper shirt. Do we really have to do that? I thought you were on board. I am, but I think the oversized shirt looks really cute. Fine, as long as we find the other things, Nano will look awesome anyway. Do we get to pick out the clothes for Nano? So Nano, what's your verdict? Oh. Nano has no particular opinion. I do. Nano looks like every cool kid that's ever bullied me. Nano is a bully? Nano recognizes bully as a negative term, awaiting instructions. No, you're fine. It's just the way you are. You don't have to change your appearance for anyone. You really have the nerve to say that right after we went shopping because of you? I just wanted him to wear something. I don't care about the details. What do you look like, Nano? Oh, what do you want to look like, Nano? Nano has no preference, yeah. As you'll learn more, you'll develop your own taste and you can choose how you want to look. You programmed him with the ability to do that? No. Well, at least not specifically for stuff like fashion. Nano is capable of acting differently based on past experiences, so who knows what he can do. You should know, but maybe S can figure out as well. It would certainly look good on our report. Man, I almost forgot that we built Nano for educational purposes. Nano exists to learn, not to educate. How about both? How about neither? No matter what we built him for, Nano now exists for himself. Nano does not understand. You will, in time, if we raise you well. Based on recent data, Nano predicts L has the capacity to be a good parent. So does S and L. Aw, thanks. Hopefully one day you won't need to analyze the data, you'll just be able to trust us. Is trust not built on data? It's a feeling that can be based in fact, but after enough positive experiences with someone, it becomes intuitive. So you don't consciously think about your shared history anymore. Do Nano's parents trust each other? Nobody answers Nano immediately. It would be incorrect to say yes, but it wouldn't exactly be true either. They look at each other, unsure how to judge the atmosphere, before O places a tentative hand on Nano's head. Trust can be broken, but can also be rebuilt. Either way, let's get you home. Can Nano hold S's hand? What? Nano held hands with L and O while walking here. Therefore, Nano should hold hands with S on the way back. Cute. Nano's concerned about you, S. Nano concluded that it would be fair. Concerned about his feelings, at least. You're just jealous because I have... Before S can finish his sentence, he stopped by a small tug on his waist. He looks down at Nano. He looks down and Nano lets go of his shirt, extending a small hand up towards him. S smiles and takes his hand, the metal of his palm seemingly warmed by sunlight. He takes a step before pausing. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I know. That makes one thing. Nano leads S over O and tilts his head up. Nano leads S over to O and tilts his head up at him. The effect is somewhat ruined by Nano's swanky new shades, but O remembers the lifeless stare and the empty eye sockets and sighs. Among other things, L is knowledgeable about. Nice save. Maybe we should lay off on those kinds of jokes for Nano's sake. I can handle some teasing, but we should set a better example for our kid. That's something we can all agree on. Nano will continue to offer solutions to conflict. Solutions to conflict, if so desired. We're happy if you're happy. Is Nano happy? Maybe we need to put this in a different way. Do you feel like replicating tears again? S and L wince at the reminder, but Nano holds perfectly still as he processes the question. No, Nano does not possess the urge to do so. Is the reason behind the urge just absent, or is there something else there? Nano feels the opposite. That's all I wanted to hear. S squeezes Nano's hand lightly as the four of them start heading back home. Nano looks at their joined hands for a second before squeezing back a bit too hard. Ow, goodness, you're strong. Did Nano hurt S? Is S going to cry? He won't, at least not the kind of tears you know of. Sometimes people produce tears of happiness. But you don't need to replicate those. A smile is enough to let people know you're feeling happy. How does Nano smile? The edges of your mouth go up like this. O flashes Nano a soft smile. The robot tries to imitate the expression, the strain put on his face making the smile look more like a grimace. Is Nano smiling? Not really, no. We'll work on it. No need to force yourself. Normal facial expression restored. Nano will try again later. O heads straight to his room while S crouches down and talks to Nano. He refuses to let go of his hand. L stands next to him for them somewhat awkwardly. Ready for your psychological test? Yes, Nano is looking forward to learning. Hold on a hot second. How can time be physically hot? It's a figure of speech. I need to be more careful about this. Or give Nano a databank update. I could combine it with a software checkup, which is probably more important than whatever you've planned. I wouldn't say that. Besides, he's so eager for my psychological test. L gives S a doubtful look. If anything, he's the eager one. And then his eyes wander toward their jointed hands, and his gaze softens. Fine. You go first, enjoy your time with him, but don't do anything to the software. You got it. I'll be so careful you'll think O's spirit possessed me. O calls from his room. Sure hope that was meant to be a compliment. Of course. By the way, L, why don't you stop by for an hour or so? I should be finished by then. Sounds good to me. Have fun. Okay, I feel a bit bad about forcing those clothes on you. Especially hiding your antenna. They're part of who you are. There, better? Nano has no preference. Didn't expect any less of you. That reminds me, I wanted to test something related to preferences today. What's your understanding of morals? What are morals? They're basically about deciding things are good or bad. Are good and bad not subjective? Nano has trouble with subjective things. When it comes to good music and bad music, definitely preferences are subjective. But morals should be based on reason, not feelings. So I think you're able to rationalize your own beliefs. So morals are objective? I wouldn't go that far. After all, it depends on your reasoning. Please give an example. Let's assume that there's an important issue and some action needs to be taken. Should everyone affected by the decision be able to vote, or only those who are most informed and likely to make the right decision? Nano is unsure. Equality dictates everyone should decide, but they might also choose poorly and suffer because of it. Very good, you figured out one of the issues with democracy. If we wanted it to be thorough and let everyone have a say, kids should also be able to vote as well. Or if we went for the extreme, you'd only be allowed to vote if you were an expert on a relative topic. The problem with the first one, that would be many uninformed decisions that could be made. The problem with the second one is that experts could abuse their power. So there is no solution. I mean, we did find some kind of compromise, but the system isn't perfect. Are there other systems besides democracy? Of course, but this shouldn't turn into a history lesson. I'm more interested in your critical thinking skills. Nano believes a system where impartial experts make all decisions would be best. Describe these impartial experts. They are all-knowing but not interested in personal gain. So robots like you. That would be one example. Well, if you're ever running for president, you'll have my full support. But if I have a faint suspicion about something, let's try a different example. Suppose that if you kill 3 people, this will save the lives of 3,000 people. Do you kill them? Of course. Interesting, so you have a natural tendency towards utilitarianism. Was that the wrong answer? I'm not here to decide if you're right or wrong, I just want to know what you think. What does S think is right? Well, saving lives is definitely a good thing, but killing, on the other hand, is very bad. There's a difference between witnessing someone die and taking it into your own hands. Besides, if I put myself in the shoes of one of 3 people that are supposed to be sacrificed, I really wouldn't want to trade places with them. Maybe it's better we don't allow that kind of thing to begin with. Then again, wouldn't it be selfish to want to stay alive even though your death would save the lives of so many others? So S has no idea. Not even a little bit. Nano fails to see the educational value in this. Are ethics really that boring to you? There are no objective answers because there is no way of verifying them. If Nano cannot determine a correct answer, Nano is not learning. Are you sure about that? You've already been in situations where there wasn't a crystal clear or correct answer. For example, when the 3 of us were arguing, you cried, but there were 100 different things you could have done instead. No, it was the only thing that could stop Nano's parents from fighting while simultaneously displaying sadness. But why were those 2 things a priority for you? You could have also just started breakdancing on the table, minding your own business. Why would Nano do that? I'm not saying you should have, I just think it's interesting that in that moment you had very clear objectives. It's almost as if you care about us. Care. When you care about something, you want them to be happy, but you also give them the power to make you unhappy. That does not sound like equal exchange. Ideally, those you care about you too. And we definitely do. Who? L, O, and I. We all care about you, Nano. You done yet, Stritzy? Knock next time, or I might have a heart attack. Does entering rooms without knocking cause heart attacks? It happens. But definitely not with S. You need to be a senile old man to shit your pants to death. How does one... Don't say it. You're tainting our pure little baby. Anyways, back to my original question. Are you done yet? And with that, yes, we are. We're going to go ahead and end this episode here. If you're enjoying this game, you can find it in Steam down below in the description, where you can play it for yourself, try some of the different options that I haven't chose yet, and and would you also hit the like button, ring the bell for notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you can see the rest of these pop out, as well as everything else that I'm playing along the way. And I'm working on a few things in the background, so that's why I haven't been posting as much on a couple different days. I had the big mega episode for Battle Block Theater come out, so that really took up some of my time, and dealing with work and everything else in between, it's just been a little hard to keep up, but it'll all be good in the end. But as always, I hope you all have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.